Hello guys, welcome back to SaaS Ltd Deals. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel to get the best lifetime deals on SaaS software. I'm back with another review and today I'm going to review Toddle. So Toddle is a tool that lets you create web apps. It is a web app builder. But the best part is you do not have to know anything about coding or you do not have to have any designing experience to build these apps. Toddle has all the functions ready that can take your app building to the next level, and it also has various templates, which means by using those you can create an app in a few minutes. All you have to do is customize some settings. And the great news is Toddle is currently available on Appsumo as a lifetime deal. The regular price is over $200, but at Appsumo you are getting this tool at only $39, and this is a one-time single payment. And Toddle is an alternative to Bubble and Webflow. Now let's have a look at all the features that you are going to get with this tool. So you can create public as well as private projects. You can also create app for non-commercial or commercial purposes. You will get the full-featured Toddle editor. You will also get toddle.site domain, or you can also add your own custom domain. There is not going to be any Toddle branding, and you will get all the current and future templates. And here are 3 tiers that you can buy from Appsumo. The tier 1 costs $39, where you can create one project and you can have one user on the dashboard. And here is the maximum amount of requests that you can have on every project. So this request means the amount of page views or API calls you are getting. And on the tier 2, the cost is $99 with 3 projects. And here is the max request limit. Tier 3 with better limits, the cost is $199 with 6 projects, and here is the max request per project. So if you want to buy Toddle on a lifetime deal from Appsumo, make sure you check the link in the description below. After you log into Toddle, you'll get this dashboard, and if you want to see how to make various apps with Toddle, you can watch the video tutorials from their own YouTube channel. You can also read the documentation if you prefer it. You can also join the Discord community to ask various questions about Toddle. And to create your own project or your own web app, you have to click on this new project. And once you click on that, there are going to be various options. So either you can choose the blank template where you can start everything, which means start building your app from scratch. But you can also choose there are various templates, and all of them are pretty necessary templates. For example, this is a template for website. Here is another template for weather. You also get template for a snack game or a rental application, or even a GPT-like interface. So there are various templates on here. You can also start with these templates, but I want to show you the raw blank template and all the features. So let's click on this. And once you choose the template, you have to provide the project name. For example, let's provide test 55, and you will also get an ID, and that ID is going to be used as the custom URL. So test55.toddle.site. So this is how you will get a custom URL from Toddle. Now let's click on create project. So here comes the editor, the full-fledged editor that you can use to build your web app. And on the left side, you can see all of the elements that you have used on this app. As you can see, this is the app. So currently there is an H1 and also a paragraph text. So if I simply just select this text, I can now change the elements or the writings of this text. And if I click once again, I will get some other options. For example, these styling options. So I can change the background color, border, outline, shadow, effects, and various other settings. I can even add CSS if I want. And then there are some other options. For example, I can go to attributes, and here I can change the tag. I can add an attribute, I can add class, or I can show the effects or show the repeat effects. And then I can also change the events for this text. So here are some options for that. So this way, all I have to do is click on any of these elements, and then I can edit this. For example, I have selected this H1 text. So once again, as you can see on the right side, all of these styling, attributes, and events, all of these options are opening. So I can adjust all of the settings from here on the right side. And now what about some new elements? What if I want to add another element? For that, I have to click on this plus icon, and I have to make sure that the location is set correctly. For example, if I click on this P and then click on add element, it means I'm going to add element inside this already existing element. So let's click on add element. Now there are various elements for layouts. You can add this container where you can group other elements. This is the main section of a page. Another container, this is list container, header container, and there is also footer container. And you can also search for a specific element on the top. There are text elements, media elements, form elements. So you can even add a contact form. There are snippets elements and also components. So you can add here a slot. So let's add this form. And as you can see, this form is now added on this P section, because if you remember, I selected this P as the location to add another element. So now this form is inside this P element. So I can also change various settings of this form. And on the bottom side, I can change the views. So I can switch to mobile view, tablet view, or even desktop view. I can also change the canvas width and the zoom. And there are also other options. So for example, if I want to test the app, I have to click on this. And here is a preview of the app. And I can also preview this page on a new tab, or I can also publish this web app if it is completed. So now I want to do is once again go back to the dashboard. And once again, I want to click on this new project. And now I want to choose a template. So for example, there are various templates. So let's choose this very basic weather template. So this is a web app that is already created by Toddle. So let's open this one. I can also preview this if I want. So what I want to do is open this one, select this template, and then I want to name it. So here is the name and here is the custom URL. Now let's click on create project. So the editor is currently loading. And here is our editor, and here is a preview of the app that I have. I can also make it larger. So as you can see, here is the location and here is all the weather details. On weather, there is an API used. As you can see, this is an already existing weather API on Toddle. So if I click on this, I can get the whole API page. So this is the API name, the URL, the path, queries, headers, and various other details. And on the left side, I can see some other details. So as you can see, the country, the city, the location, all of these things are here. And on the left side, as I have said earlier, you will get all the previous elements, all the elements that has been used to create this app, this particular application. For example, if I click on this, this is going to show me this image. So I can now change this image or change some other settings. So here are all the styling options, the attributes, and also the events. On attributes, you can see the API clearly, the Open Weather API. And then there is a very cool feature. You can also bind these values. For example, this is one value, this is another value. So you can bind these values to some formulas. For example, I want to bind this value to formula. So all I have to do is click once, or if I click on twice, it is going to get to this page. And if I click once again, it is going to open this tab. Now, if I click on this FX, little FX button, now as you can see, this is the value. And this is the formula that I can bind with this value. And if I click on this plus icon, I can change the original value. So here are all the values that I can get from here. And then if I click on this formula plus icon, I can also here add some other values. So this way I can bind this value with some formulas using this FX section. Now I want to go back to the dashboard once again. So one thing I really like about Toddle is that they automatically save your projects. So as you can see, both of these projects are now appearing on my dashboard. And now I can also open this project and I will get a different page. So here I can see all of the different details. For example, I can see all of the branches that has been used to create this weather web app. I can see the history or the activities. I can also change some settings, such as I can delete this project or invite member to collaborate on this project. And I can view the app or view it in the editor to edit this app further, or I can clone this app or create a new branch from here. And if I go to this custom URL, so as you can see, here is the full app that I have built with Toddle with the already existing template. Overall, I think Toddle is an excellent tool that lets you add code-free web app. It also doesn't require you for any designing experience. There are styling and other functions that you can use to style your app according to your likings. And I also really like their templates. They have some really good templates, website template or template for very specific purpose, such as rental web app template. So you can use this, and by using this, you will even cut more time on creating your app. And Toddle is currently available on Appsumo. So if you want to buy the lifetime deal of Toddle, make sure you check the link in the description below. Here are all the features that you are going to get with this tool. And here are 3 tiers that you can buy from Appsumo. So that's it for our today's video. I hope you have found the video to be helpful. If you do, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content like this.